Don't know if we're live or not because I can't see out. That means we are live. Hi, look at me. This is funny. Lol. I'm a mushroom. Just kidding. I'm not actually a mushroom. I might turn into one soon though. Actually, I'm normally a mushroom when I'm not bold. How's it going, everybody? Welcome today. I say everybody. I don't think I've had a single viewer for any live stream that I've done. But that isn't the point. The point is, if you don't understand, I'm doing a meditation challenge for my own sake because, in short, I have been dealing with a depression. It's not crippling, but it is real. It's definitely a real thing. It's reoccurring. 1 minute I think it's gone and then it keeps on coming back. It seems like, because I used to be depressed back in the day and then I cured it and I was like, yes, depression's gone, and then it creeped back up on me slowly, and it was quite a scary experience because depression is like, I hate it. I fucking hate it. So I thought, fuck it. Why don't I try and make something good out of this? So I thought I'll do an experiment and see if I can cure it through meditation alone. And to be honest, I feel like there's no doubt in my mind. Basically, I've been depressed like most days for the past 2 months, maybe a bit more. And this is ironically since I've stopped meditating. So yeah, I might have like 3 good days if I'm lucky, and then I'll have a depressive episode on the 4th day. So I feel like this hopefully will solve that. Yeah. Also, look at my new jumper. Better Ideas. If you don't know who that is, he's a self-help YouTuber. I better show ya. Yeah. So this is the 3rd day. What have we got then? I'll just check the audio quickly. Yes, everything's looking good. Solve that. Like my own video. Sounds good. Better Ideas. I actually really like this jumper, I'm not gonna lie. The quality is actually pretty good. Inaction is a slow death. This is what this hoodie says, and that is where I got the wise idea to purchase it. Oh, you can't see, there's a back on this chair. Inaction is a slow death. It means do something instead of just waiting there being indecisive. Yeah, I actually really like this. I've literally only just got it, like, today. Along with my mushroom. That's, like, 2-dimensional. Yeah, it's nice. It's really fucking big. But I like that. Yeah, it's actually really good quality. Buy it. Okay. So what is there to say anyway to my 0 viewers? So yeah, the point in this, basically the reason why I'm recording this and streaming it is, 1, because it actually seems to now in hindsight make me feel obligated to do it. 2, in hindsight, it's really good to reflect on it, and it's quite nice to just be able to talk and get my thoughts out. And the main reason, the original reason, is for proof. Because I see these YouTubers, for example, I watched this channel the other day, and so many people has done this. It's actually crazy. I meditated for 30 days. So Matt Diavella is the main guy I got it from. But then, like, later on, he said, I meditated every day for 1 hour a day, 30 days. But he actually said that he split it up into, like, 5-minute meditations here, a 10-minute meditation there, and he's using the app and shit. And then he never actually showed any proof. I'm not hating on him, but I'm just saying, like, he never actually really meditated for an hour, particularly. And I don't think I remember him saying, like, he had any profound experiences, particularly, either. It was just, like, dunno. The way I like to meditate is the more like actualized.org. Where is he? Like this, look. He goes on these meditation retreats, and then he comes back with these, like, in-depth reflections. And he actually meditates for, like, 5 hours, or, like, he'll do, like, 9-hour meditation a day on these retreats. And he will do various different meditation methods. Me, I'm just going to be sat here.
This is the end of day 4. It's about 1:30 a.m. right now. I finished up a full day of meditation. Here's my full...
Why the fuck do you write on these tiny post-it notes, bro? What was I going to say? So yeah, all I do is I sit there and I meditate. My method, in short, is present moment is the main one. So basically, I'm going to have to explain this shit every time I do these videos. I'm going to try and make the intro a bit shorter in the future, I guess. Even though no one watches them. But... So my method, in short, is... And for those who are unfamiliar with meditation, is... if you focus on your body and the present moment, the sensations of the body and your emotions, and you feel into that for a minute, it's like fairly, there's like a stimulation there. There is stuff to feel, there is stuff to focus on within the present moment. A thought will just inevitably come up, and you will start following it unconsciously, most likely, and it's your job to realise that you're thinking and then return to the sensations and the present moment. That is the most basic way. That's the most basic meditation. There's other meditation methods that, say, letting go, where you just let go of thoughts. You think something, you go, oh, I'm thinking, I'll let go of that. You let go of being too rigorous with your meditation method. You let go of basically doing anything, and you just keep on letting go and letting go. And you can actually do this for those who aren't familiar with it. You can just let go of desires and that for your daily life, and it's quite simple, and it works. Then there's other meditation methods like labeling, which I will do a little bit of, where you notice a sensation, you go, oh, that's feel, or that's like an emotion, or that's balance, or that's sight, or that's something I hear. So you label shit, but mainly I'm going to be focusing on the present moment. And yesterday I decided to feel into my emotions, which I kind of neglected in the first round. And once I filled into my emotions, so I'll recap on the previous videos. I'll read the descriptions. So I spent a lot of time fucking around yesterday for some reason, even though no one is going to fucking look at these, but I thought, fuck it, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to make it look a bit nicer. There were timestamps on this bar yesterday, but they seem to have disappeared now, but they're in the description here anyway. So the first day was intro, and then the meditation begins here. So I'll do this for this video as well eventually. Alarm sounds, and then reflections. So the first day, here's the summary, I'll read it to you. Day 1 out of 30 summary. This experience was -99 out of 10 in profundity. Boring, difficult, and hard to focus. The only mildly interesting part was at 1 hour 11, when my timer sounded and I thought it'd only been 30 minutes. I did not have time to reflect at the end as planned, as my dad came home unexpectedly and I had to fix the house quickly as it was messy. LOL. I reflected at the beginning of part 2. Here's part 2, along with the link to the playlist. So this was yesterday's. Day 2 out of 30 summary. Very profound. Was normal mundane meditation until 57:15, when I had an overwhelming spike in well-being, love and gratitude. This also came with profound insights into the nature of positive and negative. Positive with a capital P, that is intentional, yin and yang in brackets. With the timestamps and shit, and then the same description. So, yeah, yesterday, I need to structure these intros better. I need to get to the point quicker, because I just go on about random shit. So yesterday, so I was sat there, I decided to feel into my emotions, once I just started to feel really good, and the more I felt into that, I had literally this huge spike, and it weren't no placebo or nothing at all. It was real. I had this real spike of euphoria that lasted really the peak for about 5 minutes, and when I felt it leaving, I was like, nah man, but it was full of gratitude. I remember thinking, and this is an insight that's going to stick with me, every moment is made up of like different facets that make it unique. So today it will only be this moment once, conventionally speaking. You know, I've got this hoodie today, I got this mushroom today, it's the third day of the meditation, I'm sat at this desk in this particular posture with this particular diet and everything, so everything kind of like makes this a unique moment that can't really be recreated outside of this experience, and that creates a unique experience. So it's just like, I don't know, there's just so many things to experience, and I felt so grateful for that. But mainly I just felt grateful for the fact that I can taste food. I have so much stuff to eat still. I love eating nice food. I was so grateful for the fact that I had a loving family, that I can go out with them into society and explore these attractions. And yeah, just I realised life was a gift, and how the positives are absolutely worth the negatives. And then I went into a tangent about the nature of the duality of yin and yang and positive and negative. But yeah, I went on a bit of a concept rabbit hole once I got into that part of the meditation. But yeah. Alright, what's the time? Fuck. Okay, I got an hour. So I'll start in a second, but a quick reflection. So this morning I woke up and I felt more conscious. I'm still keeping up my bad habits as normal, so the only thing I'm really going to be trying to change is the meditation alone. So I know if the meditation is the root solution to my depression. However, I found it more difficult to keep up bad habits like checking my phone and stuff. I felt instantly more conscious, and I felt like, and I knew this was going to happen, as I said in the first video, I felt like I've awoken, and I'm realising, why wasn't I doing this for so long? You know, I was sat around going, oh, why am I depressed, man? For so long, and not once did I think, I'll meditate. For like 2 months, I wasn't doing this, and I was like, why am I depressed? Obviously, it's because you're not fucking meditating. And the way I can express myself now, I feel like I'm being way more authentic than I was in especially the previous one. I just feel more conscious. And yeah, I was riding to my bike on the way to work this morning, which, yeah, by the way, I've just finished, I finished work a few hours ago, and I have eaten dinner about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago, so that will likely affect the experience. I've heard the profundity can vary. It's normally more profound if you're on an empty stomach, which I won't be, unfortunately, for many days, most likely. It depends when I finish work, because it's all over the place. I've also had a very physically active day today. I'm a bin man. I just run around after bins all day. So yeah, there's all different variables and facets that influence the trip. So I'm not on an empty stomach, and I've heard that can affect it. But yeah, so I felt a lot more conscious today. And as soon as I started getting entangled into normal society and this random exploding energy matrix that's just like seems kind of irrelevant to the fundamental philosophical matters and metaphysical shit that I'm all about, as soon as I started getting hit with shit, like my boss told, or the driver when I was a bin man said, go up there, turn right, and then when I got there I was like, what am I going to do? Oh fuck, I'm going the wrong way. And I was like, fuck all this, man. I don't want to be doing nothing but meditating, because that's like real and more like tangible. Outside seems like random shit, but yeah, eventually I got entangled back into society. But they're really completely different worlds. It's much more alien in here and mystical. Out here it's just like, it's a lot more finite. That's right. The mind is more infinite. The physical world seems to be more finite. And I remember when I took LSD and mushrooms and I meditated on those like a few months back. And I remember one of the best insights I got from that was the mind is infinite potential. And I was like, I was sat in my mind and I was like, there's infinite potential here. It seems like there's not really much else but infinite potential. It was just like a ball of infinite potential in the center of the universe. Yeah. Okay. I think I've chatted enough shit now. I'll just double check how the stream is getting on. Save to playlist.
It was just like a ball of infinite potential in the center of the universe.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to put the descriptions and that straight away, but I hope in the future that I'll it's quite tasking to do this, to be honest, because you see, it's not just an hour anymore, because I'm talking and shit as well. It's turning into, like, so yesterday was an hour and 50 minutes almost, so, but it is what it is. It's probably very good, to be honest, to do this practice, because I'm reflecting, talking to you, but at the same time, like, I'm meditating and I feel more obligated. I'm actually enjoying this so much so far. I know I've only done 2 hours, so whether or not I'll be able to hold up for 30 days, that's a long time. Yesterday was transformative, and although you kind of forget through just going through normal society, and then I just start getting stimulated by media and bullshit, I feel like it's gonna have like a rippling effect, because I had the experience yesterday where I felt so grateful and realised the positives. Because say today I was reflecting on, also I've had quite an emotional day kind of, because I was going around an area where I grew up in when I was younger, and like loads of memories were hitting me because I hadn't been there for ages. But yeah, so today I was focusing on this like trauma I have about this fucking girl and my best friend who just like cut me off. I won't go into the nature of that right now. I was thinking about that, and I was feeling so negative about it, kind of, and I've been thinking about this for years. I've really been struggling to let go of it for like ages. Then I was like, oh yeah, but I remember yesterday, there's so much to be grateful for. And it seems like the insight I had yesterday is you only really focus on the negatives because you want to make your life more positive, ultimately. You want to eradicate the negatives, right? So, because if your ego just focused on being satisfied in the present moment now, which is another meditation technique I'm going to try and integrate today, that I learned from Leo Gura from actualize.org as well. If you're so satisfied with the present moment now and you focus on all the positives, that's not a good survival strategy. You need to focus on what the negatives are so you can eradicate them, so you can ensure and secure your survival. Alright, I've chatted enough shit now. I love this hoodie. Do I love this hoodie? I haven't even really looked at it in the mirror properly. Yeah, man, that's sick. Yeah, this is actually like one of my favourite hoodies, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, bro. That looks sick with the white inside of the black. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm not gonna wear it for this experience though, unfortunately, because I'm gonna wear... I don't want to fucking stink it up unnecessarily, because I don't want to have to wash it loads, because it's an epic jumper, and when you wash it loads, it gets fucked. So I'll be keeping this for when I want to look cool and swagger. And then maybe someone will approach me, some super epic girl who's into personal development, and she'll go, "Oh my god, you're wearing better ideas, Mitch. I'm a personal development geezer as well. Let's be friends." Because why does no one take their life seriously? Yep. I'll circumcise my love for you. It's way too vapid and nameless. I want I just realised how much like I'm kind of setting myself up. Like I say, I feel obligated to do this now that I've like doing it all publicly. I don't know. I just hope I don't like go back on it. I hope that one day I don't get back from work and decide I ain't doing it. The thing is about work though, my hours are so all over the place that sometimes I don't get back until like 6. So sometimes it's going to be really tight on schedule. Move that fucking cable. Cable falls in a glass house. That's a song by somebody who lives in the place that I was revisiting today that made me feel emotional. Or he did live in there. Or he has a music video there anyway. Okay. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. I want to be in bed for 9, really. So, an hour. Who's messaging me? Royal Mail. Is this actually the Royal Mail though? How do I know if it's actually the Royal Mail when it enters a load of bullshit? Because they scam you, don't they? This better not be psych substance fucking trip blanket, bruv. I ain't got time to be looking at this bullshit. That's what I mean, man. The external... What is this? Oh, it's my DMT test kit. I'm gonna do a live DMT trip report eventually, I think. I've never done DMT ever. And the first time I do it, I'm definitely gonna film it, so... That'll be, strange. Trip report eventually, I think. Alright, enough fucking around. Time to set the timer. Timer. Alrighty, so I got my water. I got my fucking bowl of gong. Alrighty, here we fucking go into the deep end again. I wonder what will happen this time. Who knows? I had a profound one yesterday, so if I get another profound one, that's good, I guess. But I think it's the not profound ones that you actually get the most benefit from sometimes. Alright, 1 hour. Starting now. 1 minute to 9, the timer will go off. It is now 1 minute to 8. So yeah, just focusing on the present moment mostly. Being satisfied and complete in the present moment, and my senses and my emotions, and just presence overall, and maybe labelling the sensations a little bit, but mainly presence. Alrighty. Time to do the gong of death. Alrighty. See you later, geezers. Oh boy, here we go. Thinking already. So I've actually got to try a lot harder. Yesterday when I was meditating, I realised that I'm not even trying. But it's hard, because obviously I am trying, but it is really fucking hard to focus on the present moment, surprisingly. Yeah. A lot of thoughts. I'm feeling a bit difficult, as if I'm almost fatigued. I believe that's probably because I've eaten not the best quality of food, but doing the best I can with what I got. is fucked, man. It makes it a lot harder. It's my upper back, I'm like hunchbacked like that. I hate it, man. Oh well. I do try to fix it with yoga and stuff, but it's just a concept in the mind. This back doesn't piss me off when I'm on my phone like that, but it does piss me off when I'm trying to focus on the present moment. So it's all a mind game. I might try and avoid itching and just feel it mindfully and try and let go of the itch. And also another thing is, meditation is like a muscle. You get better at it the more you train the muscle. Oh, I'm itching. Just gonna feel it. That's so weird. That's a good way to meditate, I think, sort of. Just like feel the itches and that and don't act on them. That's probably quite powerful, to be fair. Everything seems to have rippling effects. Like, that might sound stupid calling that powerful, but it ripples into other areas of your life. Say with the whole meditation practice, a good way that it can be useful is that it allows you to become more aware of your thoughts during day-to-day life as you spend an hour a day just watching them and identifying them. And in general, I feel a lot more present throughout the day. carpet is so soft over here. It's difficult, man. Fuck's sake. See, a lot of the adjusting the posture is just the thinking mind as well, though. It's like I say, I don't notice the posture if I'm just stimulated on my phone. I wish my body just didn't exist, man, because, like, if I could just lay down, it'd be so much easier. But you end up falling asleep, maybe, even though I never have, but it's also because I don't like laying down or going to bed after I eat because it's unhealthy, and I'm like a proper fucking paranoid and schizophrenic about my health. Because I know that health is the base for all personal development, self-actualization and spirituality. I can't do good meditation if I'm unhealthy, am I? Because the operating system is made out of fucking piss fumes and crisp. It needs to be made out of organic, good shit, which is hard to get these days. And expensive. But I'm thinking again. I can say basically whatever I want right now and no one would hear it. What can I say? This. Itches and physical irritations is very useful for meditation, I think. It's a good way to focus and discipline. It's hard not to focus on it. It goes by itself eventually. So I guess it's kind of rewarding. It kind of promotes delayed gratification. don't see me anymore. I am still here, I promise. Thought that was my alarm then, fuck's sake. I just got happy for a minute. There was like a physical spike in emotion when that sound happened. Jesus. It does take a lot to sit here like this. It's a lot of discipline, but I've signed up for it now, it's too late. I think an hour is just on the brink of too much. That's when I couldn't go too much more than an hour, I don't think. can see why you're not going to have your back up against the wall. So I just got the first rush of sleepiness. I feel like I could definitely go to sleep like this. Which is a shame because it's very comfortable. But I definitely did just get a wave of like falling asleep. Right, I'm going to check how much time I got left because I'm... I started to think that it wasn't going to go off. But there you go. I done it without checking the time, even though I was just about to check the time. It's much easier once you have the will to stop whenever you want, but when you know there's potentially another 20 minutes, it seems to be quite taxing on the mind. Jesus. Alright. That was a weird one. So did anything really happen? No. So what do I remember? The only thing I really remember is like within like the first half an hour I had like a spike where I just became super horny. And like I was just feeling into that for like 5 minutes and it was like really strong. And then I was like, this will leave. There was this quote by this guy I saw on a podcast. He was like, I wish someone would have told me, this too shall leave. And he went through loads of stuff like, you feel like you're the bollocks, you feel like everyone understands you, this too shall leave. You know, you've got all this shit going on for you, you know, all this bad stuff, whatever, this too shall, it's like everything's like a constant flux. So that's what I said to myself. I said, this will leave. Inevitably it did. It did happen again later, but if I wasn't live streaming, sometimes I would spontaneously act on that. But I didn't, so that happened. Other than that, I feel like about half of the time probably over half of the time was taken up with monkey brain, monkey chatter. I felt like it was very beneficial because it was difficult. The posture was difficult, the discipline of the mind and the focusing on the present moment was difficult, but regardless I sat through it. I felt like that was probably quite beneficial in terms of like, it was another like boring one. If anything it was better than the first one. Because I still feel some progress, because it's not like I've done, because the first meditation is inevitably going to be quite a bit of a challenge, probably. But this time I feel like I'm gaining momentum. So yeah, nothing really happened. That's it. I'm pretty sure the only thing that happened is that I just became super horny for a bit. I think there was something else, but I can't actually seem to remember. If I remember, I'll put it in the description and in the comments when I update it all. But yeah, that's it. That is part 3 meditation. I definitely feel my mind, it feels like it's transforming, not like in like an egoic way where I'm like transforming. I just feel like the operating system of my mind is like became a lot more focused and still, maybe, and this will probably last until I go to work and get full of loads of bullshit concepts again, and then I'll come back and I'll meditate, and then the cycle continues. So yeah, I don't think there's really much to say. What else happened? So yeah, I almost fell asleep. I don't know if you would have watched that bit, but the posture was pissing me off, so I leant up against the door, and this is why people say you have to sit on the cushion like that, because when I sit on the cushion with my back up straight, you don't fall asleep, it seems to keep you awake. But if you lean against the door, I had a wave of going to sleep go over me, which would have been funny if I fell asleep on the live stream, to be fair. But I didn't, so I guess I won't really let myself lean against the door in the future, or the wall, because, yeah, it seems to promote just falling asleep. Yeah, it was just, I was just getting loads of random thoughts for a lot of it. Yeah, it's hard to reflect on, really. Just monkey chatter, nothing profound. Just the battle of monkey chatter in the present moment, and monkey chatter in the present moment. And when it comes to satisfaction meditation, I felt fairly satisfied in the present moment if I focused on that, which I did briefly. Oh yeah, so another thing is itches. I kept getting itches, and I realised that it was actually rather powerful and profound in a meditative sort of fashion to witness and just observe and don't interfere with the itches and the irritations that you get on your body, because it's very easy to focus on that then, which is inevitably in the present moment, and it seems to be like a cheat code kind of. It's a good way to so if you're in monkey brain and you get an itch, I was catching myself before I went to the itch, and I built that up pretty quickly. So I'm going to be doing that for the rest of the meditations, and I think that is actually a very good up, like, I feel like I've upped my meditation skill through figuring that one out. I didn't necessarily figure that out, I did learn that concept from actualize.org. I learned so much from this guy. If you don't know who he is, I gotta shout him out, man. What is... You've got to watch this video. This video is what explains it well. I'm surprised it does not have more views than that, but that's the one you gotta fucking watch. Absolutely life-changing. He's absolutely transformed my life. Alright, there's not really much else to say. I want to go to bed, like, right now. I've got to do my teeth and shit first. So yeah, that was it. I guess I'll avoid my phone. So I can go to bed. Because what devices seem to do is they just disturb my thought process. Because you become the observer and it kind of mutes your mind, which is why digital addiction is like tempting. Alright, yeah, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Who knows what time. So yeah, it seems like the only profound experience I've had out of these three, which was yesterday on the second day, was profound because I hadn't eaten anything that day. It was in the morning. So I'm going to be observing the patterns and the variables and facets that may contribute to the experience. And this is something I actually done with, hopefully I can see if I can find it. Was it on YouTube? Oh shit, am I just taking you through my whole fucking... No, I'm not. I thought I had the thing on there and I was going through my commonplace book, which I also learned for actualize.org. Go check that out. It's basically like a book of my whole life. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So I'm going to make a video on this in the future when I do some more research, but breath work and diet correlation. Breath work, profundity, and diet correlation. So I guess I'll actually, yeah, that would be a good idea. I'll keep track of this with the meditations as well. So this was a breathing method I made called 4444, which I never actually released, and I made a whole breathwork video. I never actually shouted out my main channel on this video yet, I realised while I was meditating. So here it is. All psychedelics, personal development, self-help and shit. So here's a guided meditation and breathwork, which is the 4444 challenge, or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I made this whole breathwork video. It took fucking ages. It was quite a stressful process to make. But then I decided after I made the video that I actually didn't want to upload it, so this is kind of the idea behind philosophy as well. It's like, the reason why you need to do philosophy and why it's more practical than you might originally think is because it's like, you think all day, and if you never define what a thought is exactly, do you not see how that could be a problem? And you know, you're in reality all day, so if you can't define and discover the mechanisms and self-deceptions within reality, then it might hinder your, you know, you want to know what things are if you're using them and within them or a part of them, you know. So that's why philosophy is important, because say for this video, for example, I never observed the bigger picture and went meta on the task at hand. I realise as I'm talking how much of my knowledge is from actualized talk. I'm gonna be watching this fucking guy for so long, man. Like, I've got another few years of watching this guy, because I found him and I instantly realised the depth of what this guy can do. The depth of this guy's content. Why is this guy turned off his subs? Alright. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I was doing this breathwork method, and then, so I was saying that this breathwork is profound, which it was, but then I decided to experiment with it further, and I found that I was trying to see what the correlation between an empty stomach or diet was. And it seems like the profundity. Oh, that's empty stomach. Cold at work. 1 out of 10. I was doing this at work a lot. Oh yeah, it was actually first thing in the morning that was the most profound thing, and that was the same with yesterday. It seems like the earlier in the morning it is, the more profound. So I'm gonna take this a lot further in the future. I'm gonna do a lot of experiments with the breath and correlation with profundity of breath work, mystical experiences and meditation. But yeah, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. This is so tasking, man. I haven't had any time to do anything today, but I feel good. I'm actually enjoying this whole experience as a whole. It's challenging, but I'm quite liking it. Meditate for an hour every day for 30 days is going to be something that I'll be proud of doing, because it's very difficult. You don't get it until you try it, man. Even just then I was thinking, fuck, it's so much deeper than you think. It's the same with an ice bath or a cold shower. You don't get it. You can't watch a video of it. You have to get in it. You can't take in the information. Do you ever watch videos on YouTube where you don't feel like you fully grasp what you're watching, kind of? Because whenever I take psychedelics, it seems to be becoming more like I absorb more of the video, and same with this meditation. I seem to be absorbing more of the content I consume now. But I'm saying, like, there seems to be like a filter, because your brain kind of knows that it's just a video compared to actually being there. It's like just watching a personal development video on YouTube and then going to an actual seminar in real life. Alright, enough chatting shit. I gotta go to bed. Thanks for watching, even though no one watched this whole thing. And I'll see nobody tomorrow. Bye.